Hi, I hope this works using my phone here. Uh, Two things. First, very briefly, I wanted to let you know why I've not answered questions from last week, and that is my computer had a hard disk fail. It's been failing for like over 2 years now. It's been slow, it's been rough, and so I'm doing everything I can right now with an external drive just to save the data that I can off the corrupted drive, and then I'll deal with the corrupted drive as time goes on. But I'm confident that I'll be able to work something out. Okay, no matter what that is, I'll get to last week's questions as soon as I get that sorted out. But what I really wanted to talk about is that no matter how long you've been no contact or limited contact with your narcissist, even if you're still in contact with your narcissist, you may be having a great day. You may be not be thinking about your narcissist. You may be focused on good things in your life. And then out of nowhere, you're going to have a feeling. And that's your memory or subconscious or conscious working. And it's going to give you these feelings of anger, which is, if kept in its proper context, is simply a feeling. Now, I've spoken about that quite a bit, but it comes out of nowhere. So I want you to be prepared for that. So not only anger, but shame and self-doubt and feeling of worthlessness. And it's going to come out of nowhere. And this could be after years of no contact. So you're going to all of a sudden get that odd feeling. And I want you to know a couple things about that when it comes out of nowhere. That you are not alone by a long shot. This is what happens. This is seeding. This is these feelings that have been embedded into us and rest in our subconscious for many, many years. I've spoken a number of times about this, but the reason why I'm speaking about this now is because I've had such a feeling over the last week of anger that cropped up. And it goes kind of something like this. Although there's many different facets, it goes on to be the why didn't I do this? Why didn't I stick up for myself? Or if you see a happy family, you become envious and jealous that you didn't have that. Or how dare they do this to me? How can they be so deceiving? And why do people believe them? And this folds upon each other. It just builds and builds and builds. And it's so important for you to just get a voice of validation, to know that when these feelings come from out of nowhere, when things are going well for you, this is natural and normal to a victim of narcissistic personality disorder. This is a feeling that you probably won't shake, but will lessen over time, over the years and years of no contact. But I wanted to just kind of share with you that, it's been going on, I guess, about 3 years now of my no contact again. And those feelings still creep up again. The feelings of anger of like, how could you do that to somebody who you call your child? And a lot of you were thinking, how can you do that? You swore an oath to me, to marry me, to be my partner, to be my lover. And how could you be so devious? And then you're going to start thinking, how could people, human beings in the world, live for the intent of doing nothing but harm and hurting someone? These feelings are going to creep up. It's always a matter of time. They'll dissipate. They'll grow further and further apart, but they will creep up out of clearly nowhere. You may have a trigger that's subconscious that you don't even know is a trigger that might happen. But what I'd like you to think about is, I'd like you to think about that you're going to a better place, that it certainly wasn't your fault, that there are so many of us out there that really, really get it and really believe it. And even with the narcissist social circle, the ones that you don't care, you don't even need to even give them a second thought. They're going to come up in your mind and you're going to say, what do they think about me? You got to put that to rest. You got to get back to that no contact mindset and say, I can't afford to worry about them. I've got to take care of myself. And by taking care of myself, I'm going to be able to make myself healthier, happier. I'm going to be able to give love more, or I'm going to be able to care about someone. I'm going to be able to do something nice for somebody. I'm going to be able to take care of my pet and love my pet. I'm going to be kind to people and speak politely, no matter what I'm feeling, because of that subconscious feeling that came out of nowhere. You've got to keep in mind that this is normal, that these crop up all the time. Like I said, I just went through one just a week ago, and it was really terrible. But I have enough time behind me where I realize that I was under the influence, or I was being swindled by a very, very, very sick individual or individuals. And that was simply not my fault. You're going to want to go back in time and look at all the things that happened to you over the years. And what we do as victims of narcissists, we focus on the negative things, don't we? You know just what I'm talking about. Well, think about all the positive things also. For some reason, we simply block those out. We don't give ourselves enough credit of the good things that happened, the good things that we've done, the positive things of ourselves, because we were again pounded with those messages. Those messages, those out of nowhere notes, are going to become fewer and farther in between with time, and you're going to get healthier. You are, in fact, going to get happier. And every once in a while, those little demons will come back and it'll say, well, why did they do that? And just recognize it for what it is. Recognize it as a symptom of being a victim of narcissistic personality disordered person. And you're going to start putting that back into perspective. It'll take a little bit of a struggle, and you're going to go on your happy, merrily way. So, if anything, I'd like you to take this. It happens. Even those of us with several years, many years of no contact, it creeps up once in a while. But you can just give yourself the acknowledgement, give yourself the pleasure of knowing that you're not alone. Know that, please. And as soon as I get my computer back and running, we'll finish those questions of the week. And have peace today. And have peace in knowing that you certainly are not alone when those out of nowhere moments pop up. They're going to happen. They're going to continuously happen. They're going to happen for the rest of my life, that's for sure. And what I do with them, and how I react to them, and how I let them manage me, is really going to be the key to your sound mental health, and most importantly, the happiness and the love that you have within yourself. I hope this helped, and I wish you peace today, and I'll see you shortly.